Zin at this time hadn't figured out what major incident had happened. So he looked at Old Man Su and asked, "Dad, what's the matter?" Elder Su sighed lightly and said grimly, "Hey, it's Ruoli?" Zin hurriedly asked, "Have you found Ruoli's whereabouts?" Elder Su shook his head. "Not yet." "Keep the faith. About Ruoli, Dad must apologize to you. I hope you can forgive Dad." Zin did not expect that the old man would apologize to him, and hurriedly said, "Dad, what are you doing? Just tell me if you have anything to do. If you leave this thing, even if it fails in the end, I will not blame it on you." Zin also felt that the old man did not spare any effort to save Ruoli. However, this matter itself is indeed very difficult, and the incident occurred in Japan, and it is beyond the reach of Su family. If there is an accident in the rescue process that causes the rescue to fail or even Ruoli's unfortunate death, it is indeed possible. Understandable. At this time, the old man Su sighed. "Hey, I am always confused about this matter. Rescue if Ruoli has committed a felony in Japan, it is fundamentally difficult. It is not a problem that money can solve," as he said. His eyes were a little red, and he choked with shame. "Zin, I know it is difficult to save Ruoli, so we reached a secret agreement with the top of the self-defense force." Zin was startled, and blurted out, "Agreement? What agreement? How did you reach an agreement with the self-defense forces?" Ruoli and the other 50-plus masters were all caught by the self-defense force. Mr. Su lamented, "Hey, our deals are also based on the principle of maximizing profits, so I wanted to play a play with the self-defense forces. On the one hand, the self-defense forces can make outstanding achievements in front of Japanese society and let us establish a relationship with the self-defense forces. A good cooperative relationship, on the other hand, can also stabilize the Su family. After that, everything is for the benefit of the Su family." Zin was stunned. "Dad, what do you mean by this? Did you just make a scene when you said you wanted to save Ruoli?" Elder Su said with great pain. "I also have constraints." Zin tried his best to control his emotions and said, "You have been talking about news feeds before. What kind of news feeds are they?" Elder Su gave his second child Xiao a wink. Xiao immediately handed the phone to Zin and said, "Brother, first read this article." Zin took the phone and read carefully every word. After he finished reading this article, Zin almost went away. "This old guy used my biological daughter as a bargaining chip to please the self-defense forces. Is this man still half human? No wonder Leona knew about Ruoli. No wonder she suddenly wanted to divorce me. It turns out that all this was dug up by the Japanese National Security Agency." Thinking of the fact that his wife Leona resolutely ran away from home and divorced him because of Ruoli's matter just now, combined with this thunderbolt news, Zin's mind was a little untenable. He glared at Old Man Su and angrily rebuked, "If Ruoli is your granddaughter, how can you do this? Do you know, because of what you did, Leona and I are divorced? Why are you doing this?" "Why?" Elder Su said earnestly. "Zin, even if I didn't do this, we won't be able to save Ruoli." Zin gritted his teeth and asked, "It's impossible to save Ruoli, so do you have to take Ruoli out to act? Did you have to use Ruoli out to please the self-defense forces?" Seeing that Zin's attitude was very bad, Old Man Su couldn't help frowning slightly, and said in a cold tone, I did this for the benefit of the Su family." Zin couldn't control his anger, and sternly shouted, "The interests of the Su family? Is it okay to sacrifice my daughter's life for the interests of the Su family?" Elder Su said coldly, "Don't forget, she is just an illegitimate daughter with a shameless identity." Zin angrily said, "What about the illegitimate daughter?" "The illegitimate daughter is also my daughter, Zin's daughter." Father Su was equally angry and asked him, "What? Are you questioning my decision? Are you going to settle accounts with me?" Zin gritted his teeth and said, "Because of you, my biological daughter is missing, and my wife is going to divorce me." Elder Su said coldly, "Don't think that I hurt Ruoli. You are the one who really hurt her. If you didn't let her destroy the Matsumoto family, how could the Japanese government hate her to the bone? Your biological daughter became the #1 felon in Japan because of your orders. With all the crimes you made her commit, according to Japanese law, she must not escape her death, so you have to remember, you are the cause. You are the cause, not me. Zin heard this, his whole expression was like lightning strikes, and in an instant, he became extremely ashamed. Mr. Su was right. If he hadn't had to destroy the Matsumoto family at that time, Ruoli would never end up like that. Therefore, when he heard this, the anger in his heart instantly faded away because of shame and self-blame. Seeing the prospect of a comeback, Mr. Su immediately pursued the victory, and said sharply, "So, even if I didn't do this, Ruoli will never survive. How can you say that I killed her? Even if she didn't survive in the end, mainly the person responsible is also you, not me. On the contrary, it was precisely because I made such a show that Ruoli had a chance to survive. You know, her whereabouts are unknown now. This proves that she is neither in the hands of the Japanese Metropolitan Police Department nor the self-defense forces. Maybe she can really find a chance to survive." Zins was extremely depressed. He also knew that for Ruoli's crimes, in the Japanese judicial system, there is bound to be the only possibility of the death penalty. The father is right. If Ruoli really died, most of the responsibility lies with him. At this time, the old man Su continued coldly, "As for Leona, if she wants to divorce you, please divorce. Unlike us, the Du family is in a high position and pays great attention to the face. The fact that you have an illegitimate daughter is exposed. Even if Leona does not divorce you, the Du family will definitely force her to follow suit for the sake of face. You are left with no option. Anyway, the Du family's historical mission to the Su family has been completed, and we won't have any needs for them in the future. Divorce is not a bad thing," Zin said desperately, "but my feelings for Leona come from the bottom of my heart, I know." Old Su snorted coldly, and said, "Do you know why I'm most dissatisfied with you?" Zin shook his head blankly. Elder Su sternly reprimanded, "The thing I am most dissatisfied with is that you are too humble when facing Leona. The dignified Su family man, how can you be so humble to a woman?